Guys, Super Format got announced. And once that happened, the first thought I had was, hopefully everyone still goes hard. I know PCS5 these last couple weeks of gameplay doesn't really matter, but it's money. And if you can't win in this MC format, you're not going to win in Super Format. I hate to break it to you. It's money on the line. You're a pro PUBG player. You want to keep playing? You want to keep being a pro? Well, guess what? You got to win some money. You can't keep placing 14th, 13th. Like, I'm sorry, I hate to break it to you, but it looked like everybody was killing the casters for how terrible they were. But guess what? Did you guys watch the matches? They were pretty god-awful. And honestly, the players should be ashamed of themselves for not bringing high-quality gameplay. I mean, the rotations were terrible. Smoke usage, I mean, we were seeing stats of how many smokes were used in NA, and I was, like, mind-blown. And in EU, it looked like they didn't even want to use them. Didn't even, like, I saw Liquid have 30 smokes in one game and they end up choking him, which I'm going to be breaking down. But right here, Pixel shouldn't have gotten picked off. Vard ends up smoking this exact line sight. They should have had Curexy go all the way down to the bottom, smoke off that whole angle here so that it forces Pixel to look at one way. Pixel had to look multiple angles on the hill. And then Gemty is absolutely throwing right here. Right now, he should get out of the whip. Right there. Get out of your whip. Hold the back angle. Get a knock on a page. Or at least force two of the players on Heroic to turn and look at you. So he could get the res. But he doesn't do that. He just continues to drive. I mean, like, look, now they have that smoke path. Do you see how Beamy has to go all the way down? If Pixel's going to hold that angle, hold that wide angle, they should have forced that in the first place. Funnel them into an area so that they could have two players holding that. And that fight could have gone so different. This should be DA's win here. And that's why it's so frustrating to watch. DA should have won this game. I don't know why it seems like, I don't know, EU pros are like not wanting to use their smokes. Honestly. Anyway, we're going to move on to Virtus. One of the few highlights of, honestly, the first 2 days of play. I mean, they recognize the situation here, and they immediately rotate right behind Galacticos. And I was like, wow, damn, that's smart. They didn't even want to get involved with Heroic. They said, look, if we overpeak on this ridge, something bad could happen. Heroic is holding the other two to either hold in DA, and they're like, man, we need to rotate over here. So they rotate, and we're going to see here DA, you know, they're cleaning up this fight. They end up getting cleaned up here by Heroic, which was a great play out of Heroic again. I loved Heroic's aggressiveness through this entire 2 days of play. But Virtus Pro immediately realizes that they got to knock. They go, okay, T-Bone's going to be sticking the res. There's only going to be two players that are going to be able to hold this, you know, this side of the hill. It's Beamy and Page, and boom. Look, they just traded out. Boom, boom. Look, I'm sorry, I get into it a little bit. They kill him. And then from there on, this is where another play of another terrible smoke usage. Galacticos have 6 smokes here. And instead of just trying... Listen, like, let's be honest here. We know you're probably going to lose. Virtus is probably like, yeah, you're probably going to lose. Even casters are like, eh. But he decides to send it to the tree here. And I get it. Getting an angle on them. But did you really think you were going to get there for free? With 4 players not being contested, by the way. It's not like the Galacticos didn't smoke over to them. Because, like, if you're going to... This is my criticism. If you're going to have a guy send it... I'm going to pause it. If you're going to have a guy send it to get an off angle, you should have smoked the top bridge with your 6 smokes that you didn't use and push over to at least make it mixy so that the players had to focus you while he goes and gets the angle. And hopefully you get a knock or two. He can pick it off and maybe stick a res. It looks like people in these endgames are just throwing. That's all I've been seeing in the... It looks like people are just like, whatever, I don't really care. Just throw. Whoever wins, wins. At least give yourself a shot at winning the game. Now, this is when I literally was like, I'm going to turn this off. So you see James here. I'm pausing it again. James here is stuck with 4 players of BBL. And they're all individually... This is my issue. I'm getting pissed off again. I was watching it like, are you shitting me? James should have told the other guys, don't even worry about me, I'm dead. Clib solo Chows and gets knocked by Nate. Mixie solo Chows and get kills by and just gets absolutely gunned because James is already dead. What was the thought process here? Really tell me. Am I being too harsh? I need people to let me know, because look, Mixie's like, oh, James is dead. I already committed. Yeah, why would you even go? They're sticking the res on Clip. What are you doing? Why would you If anything, you should have just been peeking this hill, seeing if they're pushing you. Why did you commit to the house? You're not doing anything. I'm sorry. He goes down, and this is MC format. You're not winning with 2 players. Yes, it's rare, but that's not happening. And then Clip and Abiz, they're dead. They're gone. That was almost the summation. Now here, we have FaZe, who doesn't have a win, by the way. They're in 8th place. What are you getting kills for on a bridge camp? What's the thought process here? Come on. There's no universe. No PUBG Pro coach can actually logically tell me what they think is the plan here when you have 39 kills, you don't have a win, it's 5 minutes into the game, and you're going to set up a bridge camp, didn't even clear out your back, didn't even look if the compound was open, and Virtus Pro just cleans you guys up, squanders your chance at a win. Like, this is embarrassing. This honestly is embarrassing, and I don't even care if I'm being too harsh, but seeing plays like this, and then, well, hold on, let me go back to FaZe. FaZe looked like they didn't have a single plan. Fex was always the last up. It looked like they had no strategy when it came to any of the gunfights they were taking. I'm sorry, it was a rough 2 days of gameplay. Now, this situation, Liquid actually choke. Now you're gonna say, no, it's a 4v4. How did they choke? They have 30 fucking smokes. I'm sorry I'm cursing. This is the first time I cursed on one of these videos. They have 30 smokes, and you're like, why? What does that matter? Because Abiza ends up flanking all the way around, and so does Mixie. He flanks left, and Abiza flanks right. Make another smoke wall. And hold on, before people criticize me and say, oh, why would you, that would give away your position? No, it allows you to then get out of the way. If somebody were to challenge, now, Mixie here, he should have probably got a 2-piece. I know how it is. You know how sometimes you lock in, you mess up. But he could have knocked 2 here. He probably should have. But as soon as he gets caught here, right, where do you go? He could have got one and at least dipped into smoke. They should have had these smokes here on this wall here covering this spot. He should have been on the edge of it. Clearly that's what they were trying to do. Clip through these smokes, right? They were trying to do that. Maybe he wide peek. And then you see Abiza on the other side. Right here. Well, we're going to see it down in a little bit. Abiza's on the other side with a smoke wall. Right here, look. He has 2 smokes. He gets 2, which is what Mixie should have probably done. He gets 2. Look, immediately dips out. Get behind the smoke. Now, this is where he fucks up. Clip just pushes him onto the rock. Yep, he sees him. Gets gunned. Now, right here, pausing it. Because Abiza should recognize this, right? It's a 1v1. He's on the rock. You have 1 more smoke left. Smoke the rock. Why not make it Mixie? Don't just run into somebody on a hard cover when you're in the open. Let's just watch it play out. He just runs at him hard cover. You don't know. You're not winning that. You're not. Why not throw another smoke, heal up? You've plenty of time, and figure out and play audio cues. Something. You needed a win. That win could have put them in 5th place. It's like I care more about the games and the money than the pro players do, it seems like. I mean, they didn't even look like they tried. This is after 2 days of gameplay. This board doesn't even look good, like, if we're being honest. I really hope these players go back to the drawing board and try to give us something enjoyable to watch. I mean, the whole yeah, I'm going to be hard on them, but if you have over 10, 12,000 people in the Twitch chat absolutely roasting the gameplay, it is what it is, and you can't be mad at the viewers for expecting high quality gameplay, and that's not what you provided. It's really upsetting, and I know you're playing for yourself. You don't want to take any criticism, but I hope you watch this video. and, you know, go to the drawing board, come up with something new. I mean, I don't know. I'm just gonna cut it there because I don't want to go too hard on anybody. I appreciate people watching this video. I got the NA's, you know, 2 days recap coming up, but hopefully, I mean, the video isn't too long. I mean, there wasn't too many positives to take away from this. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Honestly, like, subscribe, all that bullshit. All right, I'll talk to you guys later.